All right. Are you gonna show up, game? Okay, there we go. All right. Welcome to the council. This is a narrative-based game with, if I'm correct with on it, RPG elements. There's choice systems, but there's also a class system. It's 5 episodes. Each episode has multiple chapters to it. I'm going to try to get through the first episode, which means all of the chapters in the first episode. But am I prepared to sit here for, I don't even know, 2+ hours, maybe 4? We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, my audio is a good level. That sounds loud. Hopefully, I'm just gonna assume that it's at a good level. Oh dang!
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk.
Is that a truth serum?
You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
What happened in Rome?
And my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert! Von Borchert!
Hmm?
Listen. Let's make a deal.
Let's see. Let's make a deal.
I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero?
Welcome
Pity
to
you're
the
not in any position
stream,
to do
everyone.
so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
I can act or trust her.
Trust me.
I'm gonna trust her. I feel like she got something up her sleeve.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Is the game audio good? I turned it up a little bit because you said it was it could be a little louder. So hopefully you can hear the game audio now. I'll smack him with a
Well
chair.
done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No.
Oh, what's
Even
going on
though
with
you
game?
impress me more and more.
Okay.
I have to do this on my own.
I wanted to
Mother,
make sure I got the
you're no
sound
spring chicken anymore.
settings correctly.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to von Borchardt.
Now, the real question is, what job am I going to choose? Or class? Whatever they call it in this game. One month later. Lord Mortimer's Island, off the coast of England. This game is, I feel like this game is so underrated. I haven't seen a lot of different gameplays of this.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up von Burchard's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
Episode 1, The Mad Ones. Alright.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother.
My
And no
boy
longer
Louis got
suit
the
your
mutton
age.
chops.
Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think
Contrary
about
to
it.
what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with
I may
Sir
need to change the
Holm,
settings a little bit,
invitation came
the
from
in-game
him.
settings.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
None yet.
Your Eminence, with all due respect, I prefer to keep my reasons for coming here to myself.
Yeah.
I promise, it has nothing to do with the legendary party that you all appear to be preparing for.
Believe what you will, my son. However, everything is related to the legendary parties organized by our host.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that, Cardinal.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
Turn myself down some. Let's see. Well, give me a second after I can like move around a little bit. Actually, I can turn myself down a little. I just don't want the game volume to overshadow my volume. So that's why I have my mic up a little bit louder than the game. Okay, so I lowered my volume some. Hopefully it's down by enough. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
And you, Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me. if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment.
I ain't embarrassed.
Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess.
A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious.
All right.
If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Are you all right?
No, snap.
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah, no one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
She looks
Right.
a mess.
Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't. No. No!
Well,
You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay.
Hugh.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes! I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly.
Am I going crazy or what? This
All right,
can't be real.
mouse to
The Duchess
turn.
arrived with me.
was
What's happening to me, for God's sake?
to move around.
I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
All right. Shift to sprint. Girl, I just told you to go ahead without me. Why you?
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
We were
I'm not
literally
sure if
sitting
you
right
remember,
across from each
but
other on the
we've met
boat.
before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Okay, so the three classes, you got the diplomat. The diplomat shines in society. A talented speaker, he avoids faux pas and he can convince those with whom he is talking without offending them. Politics is his field of predilection. I can't read. Occultist. The occultist is a master of deception. Convinced of the importance of knowledge, he has acquired extensive expertise in science and the arts. Using others to achieve his own ends does not bother him. Ooh, so I can be manipulative. A detective. The detective excels in investigation. He is trained to notice every detail in his surroundings as well as in people he questions. A hands-on man, he does not shy away from the direct approach. Well, I am very direct, so I'm gonna go with detective. But occultist would be a second choice for me if I ever did play this again. Okay. 3 points to use. Oh, okay, I can go. Okay, so agility. Use your coordination against your surroundings, and sometimes against people. Unlock dialogue options and actions. Manipulation. Ooh, I can manipulate people. I kind of want to go into one of the other ones first. Translate all kinds of documents and conversations in foreign languages. Subterfuge. Ooh, okay. Actually, I'm going into... Oh, subterfuge or linguistics. Your past granted you a skill point in psychology. I'm gonna go... do I want to? I don't know. I'm gonna go into linguistics. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, over the last few years, I've solved a number of crime cases. Like the chauffeur d'Angers, for example. Thieves that tortured their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How did you catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Nope. Not at all. So lied to her. Nah.
Please excuse me,
I don't
madam.
remember you at all.
I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
He's sweet talking her.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London,
No. Sorry, I don't remember.
in the office of William Pitt. Remember?
Nah.
No?
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
You must got me mixed up with one of your side dudes. Opportunities. Your skills allow you to discover hidden details. Select the object that is most suggestive of the situation in order to discover them. Opportunities do not consume effort points. To access the skill required for the situation, you just need to have unlocked it.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Personalities. Each person you meet on the island has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Exploiting their personality is crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skills used against immunities will not succeed and leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploiting vulnerabilities will give you 1 effort point back.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered.
Oh, okay. She's immune to logic.
About my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
Okay.
I don't know
That's
where we're
literally
going
all
with
she
this,
had to
Emily,
say.
But you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Talents. You obtain talents when carrying out certain actions. Remember to review their unlocked conditions and effects as they offer very interesting improvements. Alright, I did see something shining over here. Royal Jelly restores 2 effort points. You cannot carry more than 5. Alright, so let's see if I can pick up anything else before I head up.
Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
What's that? Oh, more jelly. Okay. I'm not talking to you yet. Going to.
Good evening, sir.
Never mind.
May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richer.
Monsieur de Richer. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richer's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But Sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Alright. Your skills give you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher your skill level, the lower the cost is in effort points. Questioning.
And did you find anything then?
We discovered a certain amount of damage, sir, on the wooden part of the wharf.
What type of damage?
Broken barrels, mainly. We'll do whatever is necessary to have them rapidly repaired. But quite frankly, I can't imagine what Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
What could Mother have been doing with barrels?
Nevertheless, our search of the wharf hasn't been entirely unsuccessful, though.
What do you mean?
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richer. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Let me get the handkerchief
Where
off
exactly
you.
did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Give me the handkerchief. I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but...
Invited by your master.
No, of course, but...
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are.
Listen, this detective role is turning out great so far.
Prepared in order to welcome all the guests.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think.
Okay, let's go into... Okay, so I do have turned down to 80 at least. Okay.
What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
What's
Latin
this?
inscription. En nessis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
Oh, okay, easy to translate.
You don't know, my son, how little wisdom the world is governed with. I tend to agree.
Wait, okay, so... wait, what do you get? Journal... Mortimer is immune to conviction. Alright,
Looks like
barrel.
The barrel's been broken for quite some time. I think this chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
I'm just picking up everything up now.
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
Oh, take it with me.
This might just come in handy. A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one
Oh,
seems to have
game.
used any.
It keeps pausing like for like a second.
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time. A lantern. Nothing special.
Alright.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
Find a clue.
Let's look.
Okay, one at a time. Let's see. Examine other letters.
An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently.
Why do I feel like I'm gonna have to use my points up?
This envelope is meant for the Vatican.
Occultism. Dang it. Okay.
This name sounds familiar. Pashi.
You said you're vulnerable to direct people in real life.
No. Can't seem to place it. Probably
Well, I'm a
Dutch.
very direct person. I'm gonna have to use crap. I'm gonna have to use some points.
Nope. Doesn't ring a bell.
Well, I got 2 royal jellies, so
A letter written in an Oriental language. This letter's in
Oh.
Japanese. It's addressed to a certain Kei Shotaro in Tokyo.
this the linguist is helping me out a little bit.
The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me. It's about time the order sent some envoys there.
I'm gonna have to
It's
use
too
some
badly
points
written. I can't make out the address.
because I can't. I'm not gonna figure anything out by just looking.
The address is 50 Bedford Square, London.
All right,
Ah. One of the letters is stamped with the seal of the order.
all right.
And I recognize your handwriting anywhere, Mother.
Let's
But
use it.
who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois? Who are you writing to? I don't recognize the name. Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richer.
what is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You never talk to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy, Godoy, Manuel Godoy. Why does the name sound so familiar?
I don't have politics. Crap.
I'm guessing he's a man of some importance. Spanish, I'd say. But just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it
That's
soon,
one thing
Mother.
about this
I
game,
don't
that
know
it
what you've
makes
gotten
you
yourself
think
into
of your
this time,
choices
but
when it comes
I'll
to like
bet you've
how
got a
you
lot to tell
continue
me.
with putting points into things. Because child, I'm at a loss right now. Oh.
A wooden floorboard. Judging by the splinters of the wood, this floorboard has been ripped up. Yet it was in decent condition. I wonder why someone ripped it up. What's the point of doing this? Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed.
Alright. Can I use something to get it up?
Wooden floorboard. Locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Oh, okay.
Clearly, I'm not much for manual labor. Let's see if I can get it open another way.
You weak. Oh my gosh. Force it open. Hold on. I'm a. This, how can I get this thing open?
Wooden floorboard. Judging by the splinters of the wood, this floorboard has been ripped up. Yet it was in decent condition. I wonder why someone ripped it up. What's the point of doing this? Probably comes from this part of the wharf.
Oh my god. I just want to.
The wood is slightly eaten away, of course.
I wish you could skip some dialogue
Still would have been
after
fine if
you
it weren't
like
smashed.
read it or heard it one time. Oh. There we go.
Hey, there's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest. Somebody replaced it recently. It looks like it's fixed pretty solidly in place. It's going to be tough to rip it out of here.
Alright, let's use this. You better not be too weak for this. There we go.
That does it. Let's see what's hidden inside. There's a book and also a bag. The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well.
Is this my
Mother
mama stuff?
used to read passages from it to me all the time. And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
Alright, manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during the adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain permanent skill points. Find your manuscript by using the inventory tab.
Let's look inside the bag. A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder.
Ooh, I'm taking a key. Examine the
bottom
powder.
of the bag is covered in black powder. An iron key completely rusted.
I'm taking.
No.
Mama, I don't know if you need it,
I hope Mother wasn't counting.
but I'm gonna take it.
Some fruit, a piece of bacon, and some bread. The fruit's still firm. And bread's a bit stale. From the smell, this food's been here roughly 2 days. And if it's rationed, there's enough left to last 2 more days. Shit. Those are definitely my mother's things. I recognize her hairpins. This bag smells of her perfume.
Listen, I'm gonna leave it here just in case she
oils
needs this stuff.
powder puff.
I'm like I should
What
take
does
it
all
with
this
me,
mean?
but no, I'm gonna leave it here. Yeah.
Right, that's enough. I think I better leave her bag here. If she hid all this, it's because she thought she might need it later. For crying out loud. Why did you hide supplies in the middle of nowhere, Mother? I don't know what's going on here, but you obviously feel like you're in danger.
Alright, can I use this key? There we go.
There we are.
Without having to waste points. Alright.
pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful.
Well, I mean, the vision told you that
Great.
she killed somebody. Okay, so some more royal jelly.
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels. Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder.
Oh man. Okay. Well,
It's unusable.
can't examine that.
I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. So, let's
I
go
wonder
through
if I
this.
can like come back to
My
this
mother's
area
been
later in the
hiding
game.
pieces of bread between the rotten boards of the wharf in the middle of the night. That's not normal. And if that weren't enough, looks now like she's armed. Meanwhile, she also takes the time to send out letters, reassuring whoever might be interested that she's having a fabulous time here. So odd. So very odd. And that's not even all I've noticed.
What's
But
this?
maybe I ought to move on to the manor now.
More jelly?
They'll be
Okay.
waiting for me. At least I hope so.
All right. Yeah, we can go back up there now. So, did you make it home yet?
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
How does my camera quality look? I'm looking good. That was a joke. Don't say anything.
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
Okay.
Only Mother had
As long
told
as it's
me
clear.
why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Okay. Confrontations. During a confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Each confrontation displays an interface showing how much the person you are talking to is convinced.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here sometime. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given
What?
the hour, she must be asleep.
The audio is like cutting up a little.
Right. I
Right?
shall see her tomorrow then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where
Maybe.
she was headed.
Maybe.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly.
Oh,
You
okay.
said you work together. What do you do exactly?
None ya. Yeah,
If you
professional
know my
secret.
mother, you will understand that I cannot answer you, Your Eminence. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but
Do not worry, my my son. I perfectly understand, and I expected nothing less from you.
It's like when
Discretion
the game
and
pauses for
secrecy
that
are
like
both
split second,
pillars
and then the
of the
audio starts. If
organizations
it's a
for which we
conversation,
work.
it cuts the conversation
What
short and
worthy
goes to
son
the
of
next
Sarah.
one. I don't know why.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Yeah.
Listen, you have nothing to fear.
Yeah, give it to me.
I will give your letter to
give
my
it to
mother
her
the
when I see
moment
her.
I find her.
The moment you find her? You mean Sarah has
Oh,
gone missing?
crap. I let it slip.
Shit, I shouldn't have said that. Let's not exaggerate. Your
Crap.
Eminence. I have no other information at this time. It's probably nothing.
Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God
I let it
no
slip that she was
one
missing.
other than your mother will read it?
Last step. For the last step of a confrontation, you must convince the person you are talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until either you give a right one or you have no blunders left. Listen, promise. Yeah.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise
Yeah,
that
you can
no
give it to
one
me.
but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur Derucci. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast.
I'm still mad that I
Without
missed
your
that
mother,
one.
hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Okay.
Well played.
We'll
I'll
definitely-
decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Definitely tell her. Wink, wink. Our hidden elements, many clues and items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventure, so do not hesitate to look for them.
Saturn devouring his son. Good God, how awful.
I don't know.
Everything in this painting is disturbed. Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall.
Okay, so let me check on this other side first, and then I'll go and talk to them over there.
Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a
Looks like
tragic
some
destiny.
jelly.
Fall of the Damned by Rubens. The man who...
Oh, never mind. It's not jelly. Devil's Thorn. Devil's Thorn grants you the exalted state. You temporarily see the immunities and vulnerabilities affecting a dialogue choice in a conversation. You cannot carry more than 5.
who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss.
Okay. What's this?
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch. A biography of the great men.
Well, I'm just gonna take the book. Yoink. Okay. 1 skill point in science, 1 skill point in conviction, psychology. Okay, so I have questioning, vigilance. So conviction is part of The politic one. Okay. So conviction, convince people with the sheer force of your will and your attitude. I don't know. I don't know if I like that one. Psychology, science. Can I not? I can't. Okay, so I can't. I guess I gotta wait until the end of the chapter.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us.
Nah, I'm straight.
Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi? He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simple.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious
I don't
personalities.
really care about them.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were
what?
already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance.
He ain't got no
It's
lips.
the perfect place to build up.
It's
a network.
disturbing.
What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
None yet. Well, sure, okay.
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Richet's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time
Why is
we
she like,
met
acting like
the
she
world.
cold?
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
None yet?
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's
Yeah.
invitation.
2 members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
My dude, so corny.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
I'm not pointing to the lips. He ain't got
Good
none.
Lord, Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's
Oh my
asking for him,
gosh.
He hasn't even
Hold
turned
on.
up.
Let me see if this get the voice back on track.
Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat, very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light
Yeah, the
meal
voice was out of
is
sync
served
slightly.
in a small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother.
Oh,
But on the other hand,
what
I'd
should
like
I
to
do?
learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Should I stay and listen, or should I? I'm gonna stay and listen. Yeah.
Let's see what Washington has to say.
Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louis, thank you for staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well.
I know it's
Don't
all up to me,
worry.
but I
Emily is
don't
from
know.
the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I just turned
I
the fan
didn't
on, so
know.
hopefully you don't hear the
Sorry to
fan.
have made you wait,
Getting hot
but I
in here.
didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
Yeah, she don't like to answer questions though, so.
And you, Emily, what do you think of my mother?
I only know her through the Order. The one time we met, we only exchanged a few words in a corridor of Parliament.
And was the exchange courteous or impassioned?
I'm not sure if I understand.
Was there any reason for her to be angry with you?
Under other circumstances,
What?
I would slap your face for even asking.
Why she got a
Put your
twin or
lack of
something,
tact
like an
down to her
identical twin
disappearance.
from that
Know that your
vision?
mother is a woman I would love to work with. Her reputation is entirely deserved. Mr. Washington will be able to tell you more.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
Yeah, when
When
did
did
you
you last
I
speak
don't
to her?
know. They,
Philadelphia, 15 years ago. Sarah often went back and forth between France and the United States.
Yes, I remember those days. I didn't see her too often. Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
I don't know.
My mother
Mysteries
has
surround
always
us.
been fascinated
I don't
by
know.
strange powers. Did she talk to you about anything like that?
Yes. Her facility for discerning truths from rumor served me well. Such as preventing massacres, like the one at Salem, from happening again. Or convincing people that horsemen cannot ride around without heads. What was it that she used to say now?
Keep an open and logical mind?
Yes, that's it.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer.
Okay.
At
We're
least now I have some information.
making
Thanks
some
to you.
progress.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed, and I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
Do those in order know? Do you think? I don't think she's left the island.
Mother
So let's ask
still
this
is
question.
at the head of the Golden Order. I find it difficult to believe that she came to this island without notifying the other members.
As for myself, I did not know. I am here at the request of Sir Holm, a situation regarding the Crown of England to resolve. and to see what Lord Mortimer has to propose to us.
As for me, Lord Mortimer asked me here to speak about the...
Hold on. So, okay. So the reason I say that she may have a twin, it was, I forget what she said early when you meet her. But I think she said something that suggests multiple people, from what I understood of the conversation at least. I don't remember exactly what she said, but it made it seem like she may have a sister.
You're of America. I did not know that your mother would even be among us. In any case, no one has yet mentioned associating the order.
We haven't found many clues yet.
Who is we? Sure. I'll trust y'all. I'll trust them.
But I did find a book that belongs to my mother.
Where did you find it?
That's what worries me.
Yeah, keep your
I
hands
found
off.
it hidden on the wharf.
Do you think she was preparing to discreetly leave?
I don't know.
An extremely likely proposition.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Alright, time to go.
Careful, they're coming back.
Look at his eyes.
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty
Yeah,
accent.
it was something like that.
You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Yeah.
Just mentioning Elizabeth totally changed Washington's attitude. Looks like he just saw a ghost.
Miss Adams is here to rest.
Yeah, I saw the look in
Perhaps
his
already
eyes when
come
she
across
walked
her in the
past.
corridors. She arrived a few
They're like,
days ago.
what's his name?
I
Bobby Porter's.
perceived
They were
her,
like
but
big.
we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Washington looks surprised, but Holmes doesn't seem to see it. I wonder if he's
What's
being
interesting?
polite or if he really doesn't see his discomfort.
The look
On
in his
that note, it's
eyes.
very you must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
All right.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you
Ladies.
all good night. Mr.
There's only
President,
one-
Your Eminence, Duchess, you
only
have the
one girl
same
here.
rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed.
Oh,
See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow. Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room?
well, before I go to my room, I'm gonna look around. There might be some more jelly down somewhere. Oh, what's that? I saw
A cache.
collector's coin.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte. Monsieur Jacques Perru.
Sir Jacques Peru. Come on, give me some more jelly, cause I know I'm gonna be using my points up, so I'm gonna need some more jelly. What's that?
Leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
golden elixir cures all your negative alterations. You cannot carry more than 5.
Decorum guide.
Okay. See, this is why you always look around before you continue the story. And this is why I say it's like it has like an RPG element to it, because there's like different things you can, like the whole class system and skills that you can learn to do different things. It all makes up the RPG element of the game. Come on, what's this?
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
Nothing. Any? Oh,
A
what's
Chinese
that?
coin.
Collector's
Recognizable
coin.
by the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cache.
Alright. Anything else? Anything else? Anything? Whose room?
President George Washington.
Alright. And I think that might be everything out here, so I can find my room now. Oh, never mind. What's that? Jelly? Okay.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
And
Huh, that's me.
alright, that's me. I think I've gone in a big circle now. Oh, one more room. What's this?
Duke Lemuel Godoy.
Alright, yep, that was one big circle. So let's go to my room. Listen, I play too many RPG games to miss stuff. I just be on the move. I see just a little hint of like a glint.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust. What should I do?
I'm gonna leave it closed.
Can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Piaggi, so too bad. I'll wait until
I
hand it to
trust the
Mother.
old man.
Wow, nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
Alright, what's Carmelite water gives you the focused state. Your next skill will the next skill used will cost no effort. You cannot carry more than 5.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
Alright.
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Saturn devouring his son. Again? Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy. Before superior voices.
Don't have
It
subterfuge
always
yet.
amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes.
They just got books laying around out here. Alright. Oh, what's this? What's this? Carmelite water and jelly. Okay. I don't know if this is supposed to show something or if it's just... Okay, I'm gonna just move away. That should lead to my room. And...
A drachma.
Oh, what's that? All right. Oh, I did not mean it. You know when you're like playing a game and you're like looking around and then you accidentally progress the story? That's just what happened right now. Like I literally just progressed the story without wanting to. Uh, 4 points. 4 points. I can go subterfuge, and that'll give me the chance to open up that little lock thing in my room. Or I'm gonna go into I think that there might have been some things in the room that I could look at because I saw multiple little glints. It's just I went outside and I was like, oh, let me go into the room. I thought once I go into the room, I would have to at least like go to the bed or something to be like, okay, I'm tired. Let's go to sleep. But apparently not. I'm gonna go use your coordination against your surroundings and sometimes against people. Okay, so I do want to go diversion. Ooh, no, I'm gonna go into my class. We're gonna be a good detective. Equip the manuscript. Okay. So I can get a point into etiquette. I think I will. Or should I do conviction? Etiquette adopts. Okay, I'm gonna do etiquette. I might unlock etiquette the next time. Oh, we're on chapter 2 now too. My boy got the powers of That's So Raven.
Your turn?
I know her name isn't That's
The
So Raven,
servants are
but
not very efficient.
from the show That's
can't
So
be
Raven.
far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of de Richet's room hasn't turned up any
Listen,
results.
it probably would have went
Not
faster
yet,
if I
no.
didn't like look
But
around
we
for
put her
everything.
son in there.
You know, I
Perhaps he'll
just
find
be
something.
roaming around searching everything.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh snap! Okay.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late, and we have much to discuss. One last move?
Oh, he big mad.
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
Napoleon Bonaparte. Sir George.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian.
A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
Alright, come and see your boy. We got the bloody nostrils again. You been sniffing that stuff, Louis? I don't know, Louis on that stuff right now. Alright, he gonna have to wait.
Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can to resolve the case that concerns us. By the way, enclosed, you will find a key that will enable you to retrieve the personal effects your mother left behind. Yours faithfully, Lord William Mortimer.
Okay. Appreciate it, Mortimer. Appreciate it. Inventory full.
Last Judgment. Why do I always get the most terrifying room? The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio
So I
representing
have
St. Thomas putting
a
his
royal
finger in
jelly
the air?
right there.
Thomas looks on but doesn't touch.
Oh, that's crap. I didn't put it up into... Okay, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Let's open this.
There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it.
What's that, more jelly? You just
There's
gonna
a note.
stare at it?
Effects of Sœur de Richet to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it.
He getting impatient. Amber fragments. Nah, screw him. Gonna wake me up out my sleep. You just found an amber fragment. Each time you pick up 4 of them, you increase your maximum effort points by 1.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later. I have no
Oh, the
space
red
left.
jelly.
I'll retrieve it later.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests. Very jolly.
What? What's that? Look at that. My agility is coming in handy.
Amber crystals.
Dog, chill. Oh, what's
A
that?
drachma. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all
Now I
ye
really
who
want to
enter
open
here.
that.
Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Devil's Thorn. George, if you don't stop knocking on my freaking door. Can I go back to bed and just leave him out there? Alright, George.
Excuse me. Am I bothering you?
Yes.
I was sleeping.
I need your help.
What's going on?
Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
No.
No.
What's her name again?
Elizabeth
Elizabeth
Adams.
Adams.
Of course I know.
She is the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams. But she is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens. I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to make sure it's her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. And perhaps get my hands on some important information. At least I hope so. Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her. I just need 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
But if my vision is true, there are 2 men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost
Facts.
stories.
You know what, George? Screw you. You done woke me up out my sleep.
Sir,
I ain't
don't
got time
feel well.
for it.
I'm going to have to decline.
I see. Well, I hope you won't be needing my help one day.
I must act swiftly. I'll
He,
search my room
he
later.
out here trying to threaten you, boy. All right.
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Oh, I didn't know I was going the wrong way.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Okay, what room am I supposed to go into? Nope, not that one. Did I miss that the first time? I might have.
I recognize this part of the corridor. Locked.
Wait, whose room is this?
The servants change the beds every day. There must be a service key somewhere. Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Oh, that's her room. So yeah, so they're telling me that I could creep in on Emily if I had the skill to pick the lock. What? Louis trying to sneak a peek.
Good evening, sir. I'm sorry, but an important meeting is underway. My instructions are to let no one
Ooh, what's
pass.
nothing special.
Tell me, my good man.
Sir?
Pretend I have an urgent message. Question the servant.
Whose room is this?
A guest.
Apparently,
Dog,
a
I know.
French soldier.
It's a guess.
All right.
Perhaps I should change my approach.
I have an urgent letter to send.
My instructions are clear, sir. No one is to enter.
Does the word urgent mean nothing to you?
Yes, but the word liar also means something.
That won't
Dog,
work.
what? All right,
Listen,
go make me a sandwich
I'm an
then.
insomniac, and Sir Holm told me that you could go to the kitchen and make me a cup of herbal tea.
And what is in this herbal tea, sir?
Home gave
Oh,
Washington a
crap,
recipe for his sleeping drought.
Hold on, wait.
What was it again?
It was peppermint. Nope. Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian.
Yes, it's herbal tea. I'll go and make it for you at once, sir.
I'll wait for you in my room.
I need to find a place to watch undisturbed. Devil's Thorn. The Prince by Machiavelli. A perfect read for anyone with a
It's time to
surfing
go
condition.
snooping.
That might come in handy.
Yoink. Oh, Napoleon Bonaparte. Journal. So he's immune to politics. Well, good thing I'm not a politician.
It's Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost. My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The situation is rapidly worsening here. Paoli continues to steer our motherland, Corsica, toward open warfare between France and England. His men are everywhere. We are obliged to go into hiding and are unable to remain in the same place for more than 2 days. I wouldn't be surprised if they targeted us soon. Make haste, my son. You hold our destiny in your hands. Your loving mother, Maria Letizia Bonaparte.
How come when he like reading it, he's just like, oh, okay, so I'ma just read in his little sultry voice. But when he's talking, he's all loud, like.
A bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong.
The Battle of Alexander at Issus, or how Alexander the Great triumphed over King Darius. Yet another one with delusions of grandeur. Hannibal crossing the Alps. Another military success.
I think I can
Why do
head
I get
outside
nothing
now.
but vision? This window opens onto the balcony. Okay, so that means the other room must be on my right.
Multiple paths. There are multiple paths to reach your objective. It may be a good idea to think twice before embarking on the first path you come to. Okay.
Sir, I understand your eagerness, but the pressure on my family complicates the task.
Relax, my friend. Your relatives will soon
Did you
be
say
safe.
wow because I
So
didn't
I
help
saw my
out
vision
George?
really did happen. Well, I hope I haven't missed anything important.
I thank you so much.
Don't mention it. Now that's settled, let us speak about your support.
Yes. You mentioned earlier some assistance from the Golden Order?
Absolutely. I have concluded an agreement with their leader, Lady Sarah Faustine de Richet.
Another case that Mother didn't tell me about.
The funds from the order will finance the building of a foundry in Tuscany. You will soon be able to count on 100 or more cannons for your
Didn't he
future
own
campaign.
slaves at one point? Why would I help him out?
I was not expecting so much help
I'm just
from you.
saying.
When can I meet this
No, I'm just kidding.
de Richet?
My job is to
Well,
find out information about my mama, alright?
Something has cropped up. De Richet has
That's not going to
disappeared.
point me in the right direction of my
Disappeared?
mom. So
What? Here?
Yes, but the staff are redoubling efforts to find her, I assure you.
So the agreement, is it on or off?
It is on. Her right-hand man has just arrived here to help us find her. And it is none other than her son, Louis Maurice de Richet. I wager he will ensure his mother's commitments are met.
Louis. Not an easy name to live with in these times.
Of course. But from now on, you will deal with him.
This man, it can only be Mortimer.
Very well. I will seek him out.
Man.
Okay, he walk in slow motion. Validate. No. I thought it was like
Well, I better get away from here.
I thought it was like make sure something. I just clicked the wrong one. I lost the effort point. No, okay, so it's the wording that messes me up because it says validate, like it's like make sure or something. Like if you're pointing to one side, like two different things says validate. I don't. Look, it should not say validate right there. Like they have it say validate instead of confirm. It's this like it messes me up. I blame the game. Baby girl,
Really?
slow your roll.
Emily? I can explain.
Perhaps, but remains.
Disconcerted, someone threw you off balance. The cost of effort points increase when using your skills. Use a golden elixir to cure yourself.
Still,
But first, you could perhaps remove the blade from my throat?
you have 10 seconds to explain your presence here.
I'm not here for you.
What are you doing in my room?
Spin the truth, reassure her, keep quiet.
I thought a night's stroll would help me sleep better. A servant must have closed the window behind me
And my window was the only way for you to get back inside. Most convincing. What were you really doing on the balcony?
Speak with the young soldier in the vision. I was, baby
Seeing the
girl.
window open, I
I
feared
was
someone
worried
had
about
entered
you.
your room.
With what I'd heard next door, I'd every reason to believe that your life was in danger.
I am a grown woman, but how kind of you to worry about me.
Hey.
Now that I'm safe and sound, tell me more. Do these events concern me? Do they involve the Golden Order?
You know what? I'll share the information with you.
I overheard a conversation between a French soldier and some other individual.
And what were they talking about?
It seems Mother is involved, something about a military campaign. Apparently my mother validated an order of cannons to help this man.
Really? Since when does the Order finance wars?
As far as I know, since never.
Did they give any details, a date, what they were for?
Nothing at all. Did you know anything about this?
No, but I won't forget. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, Louis, I might have overreacted a bit. Please do excuse me, but next time, please try knocking on my door. I'd be delighted to open it for you.
Oh, well.
You know, Louis like his women tall.
Good night.
She is a giant compared to him.
Good night, Louis.
Is that what they used to sleep in back in the day? I would feel like that would be uncomfortable, right? Like the keep your waist all slim. The girder belt, is that what it's called? A girdle belt? It's empty.
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I wanted to speak to you about something important. Do you still have my letter on you? The one I gave you in the hall?
Yes, sir.
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
Here it is.
Thank you, my son. Ah, I see that it's still sealed. I was right to put my trust in you, Louise. Now, give me 1 second, please. I can't imagine what would have happened.
Corset,
if I hadn't
yes.
added this name to the list.
I was just gonna
Please
call
be
it a
sure
waist
to
trainer,
give this
but
letter to Sam
I feel like
the
that's
moment
something
you see
different
her.
because it
can
doesn't.
count
Waist
on it.
trainers don't hold up your
Have a good
boobs,
night.
right? It's just for like the around the waist. No keys in the chest of. Okay. So I'm gonna run around and check all these chests. Maybe there's keys in here somewhere. Because if he's saying like there's no keys in the chest of drawers, then there must be someone like a key somewhere. Can I check here? Looks like nothing looks like a key. Okay.
That's not the right way.
Dang it, I should have looked before. They're about to force me to my room. I think I could have found a servant key in one of these dressers. That would have been nice to have too. Low key want to go back now, but I can't do that.
Louis,
It won't
you're
let me.
strengthening your objective.
I'm so sad now.
I'm exhausted. I better go to bed. I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know. And Mortimer had better show up.
When you played, did you check the dresser drawers out there in the hallway for a key? Alright, I got 4 points. Do I want to open it? No. Oh, I'm gonna go back into. Let's go Oh, my etiquette is up. Okay, I learned that. Okay. Manipulation. Wait, so if I learn manipulation here and then I use this, no, that won't work. Available points, no. Okay. How did it? Okay, so I'm confused, right? Because using one of those books, right? You get 1 skill point into the subject. So I used the one for etiquette, and it gave me the whole thing instead of putting 1 skill point into it. I don't know. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna go. Yeah, see, it leveled it up. But so since I did that, can I like learn something else now? Nope, never mind. It won't let me. If I do another playthrough of this, I'm gonna have to check those drawers out in the hallway.
In my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother had this room before me. I better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
There we go. Okay. So if I do manipulation, I wonder if it's gonna give me a whole level into manipulation. Cause that'd be nice to have it up to level 2. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Okay.
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
Let's see.
Nothing.
The torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance.
Okay, let's check outside. See if anything else popped up.
This room looks unoccupied.
Anything down here? No? Alright.
Here's something will undermine my botanist's appreciation for the local climate. Someone's picked some lemons. I'd be surprised if my mother didn't help herself to a few. She was always going on about the surprising properties of lemons.
Can I take one?
Here's something will undermine my botanist's appreciation for the local climate.
Okay. Can't take a lemon. Anything else?
A priest's robe, crosses. Must be Piaggi's room.
Alright.
Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Okay. So I can do this now.
Golden elixir.
And then I can use the jelly. Then I can come back this way.
All right.
Grab
I've
that.
retrieved everything.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Oh, this bookcase is well stocked.
Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round.
A Voyage Around the World. The travelogue of the explorer Louis-Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence. And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother?
Alright. Do some
Found it.
snooping.
A faint sign of the order, barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room.
Examine the page symbol. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on
Not
that
far from solving the puzzle. I must keep searching.
because I saw this on the floor.
Look, markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
You don't think that will?
Nothing here.
Like
Wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though.
it literally looked like like this thing swings out, right? Louis, are you blind?
Look, markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find.
I swear he
something leading
blind.
to a
What?
secret passage. The paper's rougher around the writing. The paper's moist here. Very light stain, barely visible. And the smell reminds me of something. Come on, Louis, think.
Come on, Louis, think.
Let's recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book.
No, literally, you
She
can
must
see
have
the
left
markings
something
on the floor swing out. Like,
she applied a liquid to the book. What if she used lemon juice instead? An old trick used to hide messages. A message using invisible ink. I bet she used a lemon to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message?
all right, I think. Let me see if I can go grab a lemon now. A little slow, this man. All right.
Nothing. Great. Honey.
Think about the properties of the ink. Don't have that, but I'm gonna take the ink anyway. Hopefully I don't mess this up. Assess the... I'm gonna take it anyway. I'm not gonna use any more points. I'm just taking everything now. I'm a klepto. What's this? Take the ashes also. Taking everything.
Well, I think I've searched everywhere. Maybe I should try it out on the book.
Maybe you should try it on the floor right here. Alright, so I'm gonna use the lemon. No. Nope. Use the lemon.
That wasn't it. Not to mention I covered half the page with lemon juice. Great. Louis. Lemon's used to write secret messages, not to reveal them.
Well, I messed that up.
I'll have to try something else.
Oh, no, I didn't. The candlestick.
Aha! It's working. The heat reveals the message. Let's see what my mother wrote. Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology.
Where
On the
all
other hand,
eyes size you up, you
all
must
eyes size
pass
you up.
the Gorgon.
I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, could be anywhere. Damn! The message continues, but thanks to me, the rest of the text is unreadable.
Crap!
Great.
What?
If it was a unique edition, her mother's gonna kill me. Now I better
Oh
hurry and
my
find that damn
gosh! Why didn't you stop me from using the lemon?
Dinner is served in the red salon.
The dinner? I just woke up.
I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well,
I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa. Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
Dang, okay. They didn't trick me with the showing me the lemon tree outside. They didn't trick me.
Judith beheading Holofernes.
They set me up.
Ironic in a way.
The conversion of St. Paul, by Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
All right. Let's see if I can still look in
It might be better to take a different stairway.
Yeah, he's sweeping over there. Okay, so
Might be better to take a different stairway.
I'm upset now. Like, he mentioned lemon juice. I'm like, oh, I just need to put some more lemon juice. No, it was the candle. Ugh. Here I am thinking I'm a master sleuth. Trying to figure out things and
President George Washington.
Just messing everything up.
Let no one disturb me. I'm busy.
Too bad. I'll see him later.
Well. Okay.
That's the door to Elizabeth's room.
Oh, I can go in here.
For God's sakes, what happened in here?
I didn't think I was gonna be able to come in, going in rooms.
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
Use the key. Hold on, let me see if I can find the key first. I'd rather not use my points,
My
but
dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and, unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams. P.S. Don't hold it against your mother. She still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day.
oh, so how high do you have the TV turned up in there? I just want to see based on like my volume and everything. She's been worshiping the devil.
Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals.
Consume the no. I don't have my science. Looks like I'm not gonna consume that. Collector's coin. Uh-huh.
3rd of November, 1791. My dear sister, the cancellation of our reunion.
Okay,
hit
so
me
it's not
like a
turned up too
stab to the
loud.
heart. Father told me it was for your well-being, but I can't help but blame him. He claims that your condition has worsened and that it could be dangerous.
It's
for
not
both of us
about
if we met.
wanting to or not wanting to get lit. I don't know what it is.
Believe me, I'd be at your side. I haven't received any news from you in a long time.
You know, what if I passed out in the room and somebody
Your
come in and be
loving
like, why are
sister,
you going through this
Abigail.
person's stuff?
P.S. I hope you like the enclosed talisman.
Or maybe it'll like click in later like a edible.
August
You just
24th,
you don't feel it until you get later, and then when I'm down in like the kitchen
I'm driven to despair and
or
doubt
the
there's
dining
no
room,
point
it
in
just hit
writing
me.
to you. I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain he filters our exchanges. Thankfully, one of the chambermaids is able to help me get my letters to you, but they still remain unanswered. I often think about you and pray every day to be able to hold you tight. We have so much time to make up. I beg you, answer me, please. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. That horrible woman came again yesterday. She spent a long time speaking with Father. I didn't understand
Horrible
everything
woman. They must be
because
talking
they
about my
spoke in
mama.
French, but I'm sure they were talking about you. June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that we shall soon see each other again. Long last. Right soon. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. Don't forget to tell me what present you want.
Like, why when he's like reading, he's just like all, just like talking low. All right. So I got a key. So let's open this up.
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
Oh, I don't have the key for it. Well, I'm gonna just pick the lock then. Amber fragment. And a letter.
An untutored hand copied these notes. Looks like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible.
Crap. What? Alright, when it's stuff like this, I always question like about my choice of class. Maybe if I like put a point to science, I'll like be able to go back into my inventory later and be like, oh, that's what it said. All right, let's go. Did I come this way? No. Okay. Let's see. Anything? Can I check out other people's rooms? Or was she the only one? Low-key, she might have been the only one. Oh.
Sir Jacques Peru?
Sir Jacques Peru?
That must be the door to the room of the soldier I saw in my vision. Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Wait, didn't I go in here already? When I came here after I woke up, like when I said no to George, didn't I go in this room? So is there a point in even going in here again? Thanks for the help. I appreciate it. We're going in here.
It's a beautiful weapon. Levy damn it, a bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong to a French soldier.
No, not the. I already went to Elizabeth's room. She had like the what is it called? The
Golden
pentacross?
elixir.
Pentagram?
I'll keep it
Star?
for later. My dear Napoleon, as previously agreed, I would like to ask you to join us in January on my island to participate in the High Society meeting organized for the occasion. We shall be able to continue our discussion about our project for a new order for France. I have a proposition to make to you concerning your wish to put a strong leader at the head of France. I trust you to be discreet as to your coming. See you soon. Lord William Mortimer.
So I think the way that I'm going to do this when I move it over to the main channel, I'm going to post it by chapters. So it's episode 1, chapter 1, and then episode 2, episode 1, chapter 2, like stuff like that.
French actor Talma is Nero in Britannicus, the last emperor of the Caesar dynasty.
Collector's coin. Alright, I think now was this worth it? You know? Coming in here? Still don't know. Definitely don't know.
My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you.
Yep, same letter. Yeah. So, okay, so I can't go.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Okay. I really can't go into other people's rooms yet. Alright, so let's go downstairs.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet. I really need to talk to you.
Hello. You're Elizabeth Adams, aren't you?
Yes, I regret that we haven't been properly introduced.
Dude, why she had a black eye?
Do you often fall ill like that?
Yes, sometimes. But don't worry, I guess I'm kind of a frail flower.
Maybe you were feeling hungry.
No, it was nothing to do with being hungry. Fatigue, probably. I've been feeling more and more exhausted lately.
Well, get some rest then, Elizabeth. Take advantage of the sea air and you'll soon get your strength back.
Do you really want to know what made me ill? Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
Ask why she's interested. Admit your mother has gone missing. Change the subject. Yeah, why are you interested?
Excuse me, but speaking frankly, why would you care?
I know your mother very well.
Really?
Say that you
Yes,
know.
I have been in your mother's care ever since I was born.
She nursed you.
Oh,
Get her.
I wouldn't say nursed. No, I remember her stare.
I don't know about
Cold
getting
as
her.
Ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain. I remember her knees too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated.
Okay.
And next you're gonna tell me my mother's also responsible for that scar on your head?
My heart stopped twice during the operation. I lost my memory for 6 months. You obviously have no idea of the abuse your mother inflicted on me.
Wait,
so she was out there like
must
that.
be some kind of mistake.
My only mistake was ever meeting your mother.
She's able to describe every detail without hesitation or getting flustered. It's becoming difficult not to believe the poor girl.
Look,
She was out there.
I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that?
Oh, okay.
There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
Girl, I'm not. Use a soft approach.
I want to find out what really happened.
No, you really don't want to know what your mother did when I shed my first blood at puberty.
On the contrary, you can tell me anything. Let me be my own judge.
I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of
You
them.
better get your finger on my
You
face.
couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they?
Her sister.
Haven't you got a sister?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
She's the only one who cares about me.
Cause I don't.
I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her. Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her.
Listen, I'm good at this.
The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's come here for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
She got a black eye. All right. Okay.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night.
You didn't bring me my tea last night.
I would like to speak about your master, Lord Mortimer.
Do please excuse me, sir, but I shall make no comment about my master. Is there anything else that sir would like to know?
What can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir.
Okay.
Perhaps sir would like to know something else?
So you just not gonna say nothing.
Yes. What can I find on the second floor?
That floor is strictly reserved for Lord Mortimer, sir. In the west wing, on the second floor, are his private chambers. In the east wing are the rooms reserved for Lord Mortimer's personal guests. At the moment, these rooms are reserved for Sir Holm, sir. But only authorized guests may access that area. Does sir have any more questions?
What is outside on the island exactly?
Lord Mortimer has made a point of keeping the main part of the island in its natural state, sir. For security reasons, only the wharves and the gardens are accessible to guests. If sir would like to walk along the wharves, he has only to follow the pathway used upon his arrival. If he would like to walk in the interior gardens of the manor, I would advise, sir, to pass through the portrait gallery. May I help, sir, in any other way?
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Oh.
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir. And I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Well. Nah. I want it, but I'm not gonna force it. Okay. What's this? Just sitting down.
Golden elixir.
Oh, I got 5 of them now. Okay.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
I can't go outside. I wanted to go see if anything was missing from my mother's belongings. So I can't go back upstairs. Okay, so I just need to go into the room over here.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army, and Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
My friend.
As for myself, I did not know.
And you, sir?
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day.
What context clue was there to even?
I am delighted to hear it.
Volner and Piaggi seem to get along well.
Like, there's no context clue on what I was even supposed to click
make
on.
landfall at last. And yourself.
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him
Oh, you got a
terrible
husband.
headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware, the French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauterne, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favorite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mentioning that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
Ask Washington what he thinks of Walnut. Washington don't like me. I'm just gonna get to
My
know
lord,
you.
I only know the prestige of your name. Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur
Louis Moras de Richet.
de Richet. De Richet. A name with a nobiliary particle. Are you descended from a noble line?
Why, yes, sir.
Not know of her, sir.
Well, neither normal.
The presence of a particle does not necessarily mean a person belongs to the nobility, nor does it prevent the observance of the rules of etiquette, Monsieur von Bonner.
And right he was too.
Okay.
Have you any information on this?
Up. Intoxicated. Wait, you have used 4 consumable items during a single quest or consumed a noxious element. Dialogue timer is no longer visible. Use the golden elixir to cure.
Napoleon?
That's fine.
Right. See her.
Maybe Emily has an idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mortimer firmly believes
I
in
don't
the
like
outsider.
George.
He's going to finance a military campaign with the backing of the Golden Order. It seems that Sarah gave it her blessing too.
I didn't know that.
Me neither.
I'll give Sarah a piece of my mind. I don't know what
George.
mess she's gotten herself into, but for God's sake, she should have told us.
You knew everything. You could have answered for me.
That's true, but you have such a clever way with words.
This ain't. I'm out of it.
It would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
Talk to me, Mr. Napoleon Bonaparte.
Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know
This is
that
news
I am
to me.
deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna need your help with this one, because I don't remember his conversation earlier.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannons.
No, that was no. It wasn't 50,000, right? No.
Surely such an amount will buy twice as many cannons. Don't try to pull a fast one on me. We're both young, but we are not naive.
Please don't be offended. I just wanted
Cool,
to
I
make
was
sure
right.
you knew what you were talking about.
I was
and
right.
I am reassured. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
I don't know. I would need to, let the people be free. I know his motives.
I think what France is lacking today is a truly strong leader ready to govern her. Someone who will restore her luster, who will propel her forward so once again she becomes a proud nation respected by all. A man capable of both rebuilding the country from the inside and, at the same time, developing exterior relations. Someone with a vision, I think.
The right person still remains to be found.
You're right, my friend.
Well,
I hear your
it's a good
words,
thing I
and
went and peeped in on him.
Monsieur I am reassured. I am very
Good
happy
thing
to
I
have
went
met you.
snooping around because I got it right.
Lord Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future. I would like to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little gift.
Another book.
Reflections on the Revolution in France. Monsieur Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I, too, am delighted to have met you.
Success.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States.
So you cheated.
And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here
It's just
among
something about
like-minded
George Washington that I don't like.
So let us put aside the conflicts.
I don't know
in
what
which
it
some
is,
of
but
our
I don't
nations
like 'em.
Find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington.
Opportunity. No. Wait, what was I supposed to click on? I don't know.
Right.
I looked away for a second.
Tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
Well, I looked away for a second and it was like validate something. No, look, I opened up my Stream Deck on my phone because I was gonna get up and go grab some water, and in that moment I opened it, it said validate, and I'm like, oh, I looked away. Oh, it's not okay. I got 2 levels, 8 points to use. Okay, so let me get my psychology up. I might as well upgrade these to level 2, right? I'll get diversion up. Yep. Let's see. Notice noteworthy details were oddly placed elements. I'm gonna go into occultism. There we go. All right, we are now on chapter 3.
Let's recap. Before dinner,
right?
I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Chapter 3. Let's go into. Let's go into science. Maybe science will help me out. Politics, psychology, science. Okay, so I need to find the rest of them. Okay. All right. so I can see all the way down there. Okay. So, before I talk to that guy...
This painting has caused some debate. Who did Dosi paint? Alcina the fairy or Circe the magician?
I gotta do my little look around first.
Hamilton as Circe. Discourse on the Method by Descartes. This book changed the way I looked at the world. Circe preparing wine. What better trap for Ulysses?
Don't want to exit.
The Conversion of Ulysses by Gors. Circe changing Ulysses' companion. Circe turning Ulysses'
I'm just clicking on every picture.
back into humans. Ulysses and Circe at the table.
All right, let's talk to
a
Piaggi.
swine in a salon. That's an odd choice of decor.
You still in?
Well,
Grapes?
Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, the sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Waldner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
To tell you the truth, not really.
You are right.
She's a wily old lady. She knows what she's doing.
Of Lord Mortimer, and they will both turn up shortly.
But the vision had her looking
While I have
rough.
you with me, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
I'm looking
As
for
I
a
haven't
Medusa.
visited all the manor yet, I wondered if you hadn't seen a Medusa by any chance.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, La Gorgogne, the Medusa from Greek mythology. Would you have seen one in any shape or form?
Not at all, my son. I'm not sure what you're getting at, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be of any use to you.
Thank you anyway, Your Eminence. I won't take up any more of your time. On that last word, then, I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
Okay, okay.
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
Do I have anything for this? Gonna use my points.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Pop.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
So there's more jelly in there. So I just need to remember that there's still
Dining
jelly
on
in this
ham.
room.
Well, that's very appetizing.
I've collected 4 amber fragments.
Amber crystals.
Yeah. What's that? Okay. A key with an occult earth symbol on it. Maybe that would have opened one of these up over here. You know what? Who knows? Not me, because I'm picking every lock I find, apparently. Golden elixir. Okay.
Atreus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
More jelly. Okay. Maybe they must have think that I wasn't good enough to be solving all these things without using my skills or something, you know?
Pages out of an old encyclopedia.
Let's see. Okay, I need one more.
Where all eyes size you up.
Looks like I'm in the right place.
Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of. And she also spoke of a Medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now?
Well, I'm gonna look around first. Because there may be some stuff that I can pick up. Okay, can't go out there.
Christ Crucified by Velasquez. Look, someone's left a note there. The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near, his brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything.
Okay, so there's a note here. What does that say? Don't know. Okay.
A fragment of amber.
Ooh, amber.
Amber crystals.
Ooh, another piece of amber. Carmelite.
The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci.
The last day before his crucifixion, Jesus announces that he will be betrayed by one of his disciples.
Okay, so let's... Oh, what's that?
Honey. I couldn't have hoped for better.
No room. Okay.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
No room. Okay, so this is obviously the room I need to be in.
A painting with no name.
Alright. Let me use that. Okay. Another one of these scenes where I just sit here. Alright, so the Medusa puzzle. Oh, wait, what's that? What's that? What's that?
Hey, a Russian ruble. I wonder what it'd be worth today.
Alright.
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her.
See, this is where messing up that thing
Medusa.
earlier.
A hero armed with a sword? A hero with a lantern? And the last one holding a shield. I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand.
Alright, okay. So let's read
Origin
this.
of Myths, a reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need. The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand.
I should be able to read
Let's find
this.
the chapter on the Medusa.
Okay. Well, I mean, 3 points. Whew.
Hang on.
This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at the Medusa.
Okay, so this guy, he rotates towards the Medusa. And this guy, rotate towards the guy holding the sword. Medusa facing the guy with the shield. Right? I mean, maybe this guy faces Medusa? Nope. Okay. Face the shield.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
Okay. So I don't want to use points, but I'm gonna, okay. Turn him towards the sword. Hey, look at that. Skillful.
Whoa. Rah! For Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
You know what? That's a good name.
What you're talking about.
Because I've been figuring out everything in this
There's
game.
my room. Now here. Stop following me. You're becoming a nuisance.
Wait a minute. You're not implying that I'm here to court you, are you?
Oh, Louis, I'm just stating the obvious. You wouldn't be the first, rest assured.
Yeah, this is embarrassing. The worst thing is it seems to be working.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
Answer with the question, because that's how she would do me. Humor.
I was feeling a bit peckish. I went in search of the kitchen and I ended up here.
Your sense of direction is mind-boggling, isn't it? Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here, make yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh yeah, in your dreams.
At your service, madam.
So.
Carry on searching.
Girl, chill.
I found an amazing ring.
There's an inscription engraved on it.
Ask her about her marriage.
Emily, when I see that ring, I can no longer hold back my feelings for you.
Oh, stop it. You're being ridiculous.
What do you mean? I was just about to get down on one knee.
I don't really care about the encryption on it. What's this? Read the inscription, examine the symbols. Listen, I really don't want to use points. I'm gonna do this though. There's only 2 points.
The heavenly symbols refer to Pandora's box. Emily, I'm pretty sure I've got Pandora's box.
Of course you have. You see an earthen pot and you immediately assume it can only be Pandora's box. Logical. What I like about you, Louis, is that you never fail to surprise me.
Well, I'm open.
Emily, what if I open the jar? Would that then make man responsible for all the evils?
Try. It'll make a change. All right, can we move on?
I do love your irony, but honestly, are you ever impressed by anything you see?
By a chamber pot? No, you really do need to do better than that.
What? What? I did nothing wrong, alright? Look at this. It's the first statue of a man popping a squat.
A golden fleece.
It's freezing. Hurry up.
Do you think that can really be Jason's
I'm
golden
worse
fleece?
than Laura Croft.
No, you are aware that Jason and the Argonauts is a myth, aren't you?
But Mortimer's been protecting this hide. It must be of great value, don't you think?
Certainly of historical value. This kind of hide is still used by gold diggers in Eastern Europe. Now you see how easy it is to obtain a legend.
I mean...
Why do you have to act so nonchalant every time I show you something?
Louis, anyone can kill a sheep, rip off its hide, and say it's the Golden Fleece.
We're at Lord Mortimer's, not at some farmyard fair. You're just too skeptical.
Call her out.
You have a tendency to believe anything. Talk about an unlikely pair.
Yet, you know opposites attract, don't you?
Spit that game, Louis. Opposites attract. Baby girl. Or what's this?
An unofficial gospel? You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
Analyze.
The Gospel according to Judas, or How to Crucify Jesus as part of God's plan. You do realize that the contents of this book could undermine the very foundations of Christianity.
I'm gonna
One
use
more
a
reason to
jelly.
leave it in the secret room of a lost manor on a private island.
Do you realize how important this book is?
Of course, but what I really want to know is how did it come into Mortimer's possession?
I was thinking the same thing about all the paintings and sculptures in the manor. I bet you've read them cover to cover.
Naturally.
Naturally.
Really? I'm curious. Tell me, what part stood out the most to you?
The passage where Mary says to Joseph, "Hey, you, shut up."
In other words, you haven't even opened one.
Alright, what we got over here?
Hey, Mortimer's the author of this work. He talks about his passion for art.
Alright, The heck is this? Why look like they're all preparing like to roll a bowling ball? You see how they got the handcuffed?
Guess what I found?
The Holy Grail.
Older than that.
A piece of Noah's Ark.
Not that old.
This could go on for hours. Just tell me.
Caesar's laurel wreath.
Oh, I'm trying it on.
Stop! Don't put your grubby fat fingers on it.
Of course.
Are my fingers fat?
At least put on some gloves.
Please note, my fingers are slim.
You were going to leave marks. My God, what an amateur.
Many a harpsichord players would love to have sexy fingers like mine.
Tell me where you took your infiltration classes so I can have your tutor executed.
Let's compare hands then. We'll soon see whose fingers are fattest.
He is very
No, I'm not going to compare hands with
self-conscious
you.
about his
Let's
fingers.
just keep going.
Bad loser.
This man, Louis is weird.
Well, looks like a pamphlet on different political regimes, written by Mortimer himself.
Alright, okay.
You should see this sword, Emily. It's magnificent.
I'm busy. Describe it to me.
Are you talking about the sexy fingers?
This weapon is typically French,
quite old. Undoubtedly goes back to the Crusades. If it is a true Damask sword, it's worth more than a kingdom.
Yeah. Joan of Arc. They're French. If it's a French weapon, then yeah.
It really does look like Joan of Arc's sword.
The famous Maid of Orleans, one of your favorite historical heroines.
You bet, given the number of English butts she kicked.
And we all know where that got her. When you finished playing, maybe you can help me search the place?
Listen, I just wanted to put it on.
Amber.
Ooh, amber. No. Why?
Here's something interesting. A manor in Maine. Hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia.
There was something behind her that it wouldn't let me go to.
Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old, and all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
Assume a falsification. Assume Mortimer's immortal. Assume these are several.
See those fine scratches around the words?
Yes, and?
The ink barely spreads on the paper. It spreads exactly the same way on the signature. The deed was written using the same ink. If it is a fake, then it's a professional job.
Assume a falsification. I don't know.
These documents must be fakes. No man can own that many original works, no matter how rich he is.
Be careful. The Order has tried many times to estimate his personal wealth without ever succeeding.
And look here. Castles
I
in
really
Scotland,
wanted to wear the crown.
vineyards in Italy, districts in Venice. He's richer than some European countries.
These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
And how do you know my mother was interested in this room?
I didn't know, I just supposed she was. And
I don't
you
know.
just confirmed it. So, do you think she found what she came for?
Girl.
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess, these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take?
What do you think of this collection? How has it all been acquired?
Why keep such a collection hidden in a secret room? Any thoughts?
Mortimer has every reason in the world to conceal it, even if only to keep it from people like us.
Hey, Emily, we're not thieves. We're only looking. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something.
Well, this is the last thing I can search here. Yeah.
What is that you found?
A cameo pendant. What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. I can't trust a man who sneaks into my room in the middle of the night.
Are you really gonna use that against me every time we meet?
It's difficult to pretend nothing happened. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar. Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
And why the hell should I place my trust in you, Louis?
Because you already did so once.
When are you going to understand that I just want to help you?
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your arms and say yes to everything you want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you to trust me a little.
If only on principle, as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
Yes, sir.
That's it? I was expecting more.
Well, I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese. But I've nothing to gain by confiding in you any further than that.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily! I'm only trying to help you.
Snap at her.
Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone, you have your strengths and your weaknesses, and there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
You're psychologically weak.
You think your scathing wit protects you, but in fact, it makes you blind. No sooner have people introduced themselves than you already see them in a bad light. You play the part of a strong woman, and yes, you are a strong woman, of course, but what I see is a sensitive young lady who lacks self-confidence. Stop adopting a defensive posture, and you'll see just how quickly new doors will open.
There is some truth to what you say.
Hey.
I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
She prefers to work alone. She likes to lead her investigations herself. She takes order from someone. She already has a partner.
I know you well enough to see that you're hiding.
Exhausted. You just encountered an immunity. Okay.
Something from me. Why won't you look me in the eyes? I've figured you out, but you refuse to accept it. And you're starting to find me charming too.
I admit it. You win. You, worst investigator there ever was, have sussed me out. Well, at least you made me smile.
I need to be more conscious of like.
I already have a work partner. I know my weaknesses.
I
figured
that out. I just want
to be of use to me, but
okay. Why would they give me a choice where I can use points if it's wrong? Like, you give me an option to use effort points just for me to be wrong when I use them. That makes no sense at all. And now I'm freaking got this exhaustion thing up here now. I mean, I could use the golden elixir, but I don't want to right now. Like, I don't understand why they would give me the option to use effort points and then be like, well, you're just completely wrong. Even if... No, the effort points... I feel like the effort points are there so it makes it a little bit easier for you. So you can, like, use your points to gain the advantage or upper hand. You know, it does make it more tricky. I think going forward, I just need to be conscious of everyone's weaknesses and vulnerabilities, or immunities and vulnerabilities, because if I would have saw that was what was it? Was that a logic thing? If I would have saw that, then I would have knew that she was immune to logic. No, but they owe me points back. I'm just saying.
I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Well, since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler. So, your partner is...
I think it's...
Your sister. She's your partner. She's the one you're looking for.
Well, I am impressed. How the devil did you guess I had a sister? Virtually no one even knows.
Snap.
When it comes to getting results,
what did the young kids say?
You deserve to know why the sight of the cameo pendant affected me so strongly. I thought it belonged to Emma, my twin sister.
Oh. Now I get why you said you had a memory for two.
Yes. You can't
there we
imagine
go.
To what extent, though. As children, everyone got us mixed up. So one day we decided to play along. Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough. The woman with two faces.
Clever. But isn't it complicated? How do you make it work?
One of us has no existence in the outside
Don't say
world.
what?
We share
It didn't sound
everything.
like him?
First for one,
That's what the kids say,
then for
right?
the other. We dress the same, wear the same makeup, we speak the same. We've learned to act as one. When we accept a mission,
I
we
should have
both
sent the
turn
link
up.
to Pooh. He'd be
This
wanting to
time,
watch
though,
my
she went
streams.
ahead, and I was meant to wait for her on the mainland. She was meant to meet Sir Home and bring back the details, so we could work out who would follow up.
And there was a problem?
She was supposed to return from Mortimer's 1 week ago. The boat turned up at Plymouth, but alas, no trace of my sister. Instead, a sailor passed me a message from home, notifying me of her sudden disappearance.
So, my mother and your sister go missing just a few days apart. That's strange. Maybe their disappearances are linked.
It's clearly a possibility, but up to now I haven't found a trace of either of them.
Pretty sure your mama just
None of this is very
your mama killed her. If your vision
By
is
the way,
correct.
Louis, now that you are in on the secret,
Oh, okay, I need to.
you are obliged to keep it to yourself, or you will pay very dearly.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
Oh man, the voice sinking when it pauses
It's
like
time
that.
to leave.
Oh yeah, I do need to just be like, listen, here is my streaming channel. Come watch whenever I stream.
So, what do you think of our first adventure?
I must admit, it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
She's smitten by my charm. Oh, she
she's
tatted.
been drinking too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening, Elizabeth. Actually, this is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
Hold on. Girl, you married. You better get out of my ear like that.
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise, it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but
Oh my
if I start
gosh.
talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do?
Louis, do you want the girl or you want to talk to? What do I do? Should I go with Elizabeth or should I go hit up Emily in my room? She said she's gonna be waiting in my room. And she's married. Actually, wait. Actually, she might not be married. Cause if she has a twin, wait. If she has an identical twin and they pretend to be the same person, which one of them is actually married? Like, are they sharing the same person? That's so weird. Emily or Elizabeth? I don't even know. You know what? We've been flirting with Emily all night, so we about to go with Emily. Oh, is this the right choice though? Elizabeth, she be tweaking it. You know what, Emily? Let's.
Excuse me, Elizabeth, but some very urgent business has cropped up. We can speak tomorrow.
No, Louis, don't leave me alone. They've come back.
Good night, madam.
Wait, who's come back? Wait. If you would have said that first, I would have stayed. Who came back? What is?
Well, Louis, you took your sweet time.
Oh, hold on.
What did our poor Elizabeth want?
Wait, why is that her foot? Why her foot was turned up like that? She wasn't talking about nothing,
The
girl.
truth is, I really don't have the slightest idea. But I thought all of that could wait until tomorrow.
That young girl seems very...
Emily?
I don't know.
I misunderstood something here? What are you doing in my room?
And for a while now, the question has been nagging at me.
And that explains why I now find you here in my bed.
Dog, she said she was waiting
Go ahead.
for you.
Ask me the question that's been burning at your lips.
I know your mother was here.
Oh,
to
she
meet
stripped
someone,
down too.
but I can't figure out who.
Oh, so that's what's been hiding behind all this.
We are both members of the Order, Louis. Let's try to be honest with each other. I have followed
Louis,
with
go
great
ahead.
interest
Strip
your
down.
family
Get in
lives.
bed with her.
In connection with Mr. von Borchardt.
Handle your
You managed to
business.
steal something from him, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Let me see something real quick. Emily, she is immune to questioning and logic. And this is questioning, so she's immune to that. So why would I ask that question?
Are you talking about the Book of All Mysteries? Al-Azif?
That's right, Louis. A valuable bit of plunder, isn't it?
Yeah. When we finally found it, we took it.
And where is the book right now?
Amazingly, it's right here. Mother took it with her when she came.
This is quite fascinating. But just what did Sarah expect to accomplish here?
Psychology.
If only I knew myself. My mother always takes a sly pleasure in telling me as little as possible.
Oh, poor little Louis. Your mother hides things from you. That's not very nice.
You're not getting under my skin with that.
It's not nice at all.
Ma'am.
And you? What were you supposed to do once the book was found?
Give it to our sponsor, of course. Sir Gregory has more than one card up his sleeve.
So you mean Home is playing both sides?
Right. Enough chatting. Come and join me instead.
Snap. Go ahead. Listen, join her. Go ahead. She better not steal my book, though, or we fighting. No discrimination. Louis the Horn Dog. What? Louis got game for days. I'm telling you.
I have to go, Louis.
She put you to sleep?
Anyone finding me here in the morning.
Louis, what?
Well, have a good night.
Good night. See you tomorrow, rested and ready.
Louis, you supposed to be putting her to sleep. You can't be going to sleep after that. This dude weak. I bet she stole my book.
Lord Mortimer? Monsieur de Richet, at last we meet.
Well, invite yourself in, why don't you? Alright. Spent the night with Emily. See, this man's supposed to put it down, not get it put down on. Like, she's supposed to be spending the night there. She's supposed to be tired, spending the night, but nah, he let her put it down on him. Alright, I'm gonna raise my logic up now. Or should I get my linguistics up? No, I'm gonna go detective mode. Get my logic up. Oh, that's the end of the chapter. Whew. Almost 3 hours to finish episode 1. That is crazy. All right, so with the end of the episode here, I just want to say, be sure to subscribe to my gaming channel. It's going to be linked down in the description. Subscribe to this channel, the streaming channel, which I will be streaming hopefully multiple times a week. And the gaming channel will have highlights from that stream, so be sure to do that. Yeah. I hope. What did you think of my choices That's what I want to know. What did you think my choices? See, I feel like Louis, he tried to put the work in with Emily, and he just got worked on. So that's like the one thing I'm very disappointed in with Louis, and the fact that he obviously is blind to the scratches on the floor of the thingy swinging out. But episode 1 I actually liked. I kind of want to continue, but I'm a hot mess. I kind of want to continue, but I'm gonna wait until next weekend. I'm gonna get these episodes out this week, and then these chapters out this week, and then next Saturday I'm gonna do episode 2. I just need to keep looking at the screen. I whenever I missed the opportunity, I was looking at my phone. So honestly, that's the only reason I missed my opportunity. But yeah, I mean, episode 1, you know, I feel like episode 2 is where it's really going to start going down. I really think that it's going to start going down in episode 2. But okay, so there's three chapters in episode 2. But yeah, we're gonna end this stream here. I may stream again today, depending on how I feel. But if so, I will. I don't know if I'm gonna post on Twitter. I haven't linked this to my Twitter yet, but yeah, be on the lookout for more streams. But yeah, I'm out. Catch y'all in the next one.